Ali,
What up?
how are you, sir?
I'm feeling good off of that break that you were just playing right there. It's like I
Ah,
don't know how many years later, but it feels so good to my spirit.
I love that. It feels good to my spirit every night, man. Doing this show is a pleasure. I must say that.
What's happening?
Man, congratulations, 25 years on the first album, the debut.
Thank you. Yeah, it's something you don't think about when you're like 18, 19, trying to carve out your little neck of the world creatively, and but here you are. Fast forward, boom. And it's feels good to be loved still.
Yeah,
25 years
like
later,
I wanted to ask you that, like, how does that feel to still be so relevant when you talk about hip hop and just super groups and music transcending generations? Like, your name comes up every conversation. How does that feel?
It's humbling because there's so many other people who we came up with around the same time, and they just don't have that sort of that appeal to the peoples so many years later. So it feels good, and but at the same time, it speaks to when you're putting good in the music. It's felt long term, and I think of artists like Bob Marley. Bob put so much love and goodness into that music that it transcends time. Love transcends time, and bringing people together, that transcends time. And so it's a statement, an important statement, I think, to any artist that's out there right now who's looking to get into music, or even those who are doing it and have been making a good living, making noise, but maybe they're not really putting that love into the music. That when it comes to longevity, love is going to outlive us all.
Right.
So it makes me feel like we did something really good. Not that we were thinking about these sorts of things of being here 25 years later, but it feels good, and it matters. And knowing that you did something good, with your art, and that those who are still listening to it, they're gonna get a good feeling from it. They're gonna benefit something good. They may be inspired in a way to do something good with their life. And so, forget being a musician, just a human to another human. When you can, pass that sort of seed to the next, then that's what we're here for. So,
How did you guys decide who to bring in to create some of the remixes, for the remastered album that you guys have released?
We reached out to some of our friends. Really, it was a matter of reaching out to your friends, and a matter of just wanting. How do I say this? We wanted people who really felt Tribe Called Quest. And for example, Pharrell has expressed publicly how much the group meant to him. I've known Pharrell for a long time. Before Pharrell was like, blew up, I used to call his house and his mom be like, Pharrell, and I've known how much the group has mattered to him through the years. So it seemed only right to speak with him to see if he wanted to be a part of it. J. Cole, I'm a huge fan of J. Cole, and I think that he is of the younger generation that's doing something and trying to do something positive. I think some of his music it could be edgy and perceived one way, but he has such a larger message. And he also has a great love for Tribe Called Quest and for the foundation of hip-hop. And so, reached out to him, and he was like, oh my God, like, are you serious? So we wanted to just be down with people who really...
Ali, my apologies.
That's all right.
My apologies, but we were talking about how you guys chose the different people or friends, to reach out to work with and collaborate with on the on some of the remixes for the remaster of the album. Now, you talked about people that were influenced by you guys, and I hear your influence in all of them. Really, anybody embracing the culture, especially through the content and it just being honest content and honest music and reflective of life. What new artists are inspiring you today, if any?
Well, I can't exactly say Mr. West is a new artist because he's been around for a minute, but I love Kanye.
Gotcha.
I love what he does.
Chicago.
I often say, he's my hero at times, and as controversial as he may be, and people bug out that I'll say that, I definitely salute him. I salute J. Cole. I salute Kendrick Lamar. I love Earl Sweatshirt. I love.
Yes, people sleep on Earl. He is so dope.
No, he's dope. He's dope. I love Pell. I don't know if you know him as an artist.
Never heard of him, but I'm gonna look him up now.
Chance the Rapper. Got to give up the hometown love. It's just a lot of smart artists that are out there. I'm pretty sure I'm having a brain fart right now thinking of more, but there are a lot of the younger generation that is keeping the flag alive for hip-hop in the sense of the foundation and what it stood for: peace, love, unity, having fun,
Right.
And so I'm a fan. I don't just, we don't just sit around and just kind of age with grace and go away like we're not a part of this culture. Is in our bloodstream. And so to be here 25 years later and to, release this anniversary record, I think this is a good time for it. It's it was a creative record in its time, and still to this day it's creative, and coming back around, I think will touch some of the younger generation that may not have heard, or they may know one or two Tribe songs, or something that their parents at this stage, I can say their parents played, but
right.
Hopefully they'll form their own relationship with the body of work.
I know what we really want, Ali. We really want a Tribe tour, man. Bad. Real bad. That's like Janet Jackson tickets, bro. For real. I'm just saying, man.
What? It's always a lot of love. And it feels good to still be able to step out on stage and affect people in the masses that way. But I wish I could say that that's what was happening, but that's not what's happening.
Well, at least you ain't getting our hopes up. You're keeping it real with us. Tell us.
I'm keeping it real. There's no Tribe shows. If anything, I think we may do even what I'm about to say is it's not even a consolation prize. It might even be an insult. But we're gonna do the Tonight Show, but that's not how we get down. It's just 3 minutes on TV. We really love to feel the people. And Q-Tip and Fife have such energy on stage, and it's magical.
How is Fife's health now?
Fife is taking it one day at a time. He's one day at a time. But he just jumped on a plane to go to Europe. Some shows out there, and he's here.
That's what's up. Well, he stay in our prayers. We got crazy love for Tribe Called Quest, man. Classics upon classics. What do you think about how you got a lot of new DJs emerging? How do you feel about a lot of new celebrities? Everybody's a DJ now.
I don't even know what to say to that. I just know I can only speak for myself. I remember when I was 7 years old, my uncle and his best friend used to come over to my mom's place because my grandmother was like, get out the house with that noise. So they would come to my mom and set up, and I just would sit there and watch them for an entire year. And I was mesmerized by it. And same thing with the DJs that were set up in the schoolyard across the street from where I live. And I would watch them in summertime come in and DJ set up, and it was just magical to me. So I caught the bug. And I think that with technology, a lot more people are catching the bug right now. And, everybody wants to be, I think, able to take some music and share it with their friends, because that's what I do as a DJ. Mm-hmm. And, whether you be a rapper or a bass player or known for other things as, snowboarding or whatever it is, we all want to play and be able to discover music and run to our friends and be like, oh my God, yo, did you hear that? Nah, let me play that for you. Right? So,
right.
There's an abundance of it right now. Some people have it, they're really passionate about being a DJ and want to learn the art of DJing, and those people are celebrating. For everyone else, it's just kind of like it's a novelty act for a moment. Or a hobby. They'll get bored and move on, and they'll move on out the way. And those who keeping it real, who doing it for the purity and love of it, will exist. So that's my viewpoint.
Okay, very PC.
I'm always politically correct.
Absolutely, you are. You really are. My husband toured with you. He worked with Rhyme Fest, and I think that they toured with you guys for quite a while. His name was Twan Gabs at the time. So, and he had nothing but really great things to say about you. So I was really excited.
I remember that, and I would come and say what's up to the brothers, and it's funny. Like there's a lot of I passed out books to some of the brothers on the tour. I was that guy.
So what about production, man? You've been working on any new production with any new artists? What you got coming out?
Yes, indeed. There's a good, dope producer, composer. His name is Adrian Young. Did the last Ghostface record, last Souls of Mischief record. He has his own group called Venice Dawn out. He and I are working on a collaborative producers record right now.
Interesting.
And it features CeeLo, who shout CeeLo out 2 times, for the record that he's done with Adrian and I, and for the Tribe Called Quest remix that he's done. We have CeeLo, Marsha Ambrosius, and a few other people. And so that's an exciting project. And then he and I are working on a score that I can't speak on right now, but I really can't wait for this company to take the lid off of the disclosure part of it, because it's really exciting, and it's something that I think that I've pretty much been wanting to do for my entire career. So I'm really excited about this next thing that's going to come out 2016.
Man, well, we looking forward to that, and we really appreciate you taking the time out to call in. Congratulations. We're going to blast off on a couple joints from the album tonight.
Tonight?
Yes, we got to. We got to, man. When does the remastered album of People's Instinctive Travels and The Path of Rhythm drop officially?
Yes, you got it all in. It drops November 13th. It's a crowded record release date because there's a lot going on. Oh, by the way, shout out to Logic, because he's another youngin' that's out there, and I like his movement a lot. He's dropping a record on the 13th as well. But yeah, November 13th, the People's Instinctive Travels and the Path of Rhythm album comes out.
Nice. Man, we looking forward to it.
It's sounding spectacular, and I know, I may be just saying that because it's my thing. I'm supposed to, but who I consider sometimes to be the 5th Tribe Called Quest member, Bob Power, who mixed all of our records, he remastered this, and Bob is just, his ear sonically has always been special, which has helped that Tribe Called Quest sound, but he's taken it to another level with the mastering. And so the remaster is just sounds really good.
All right. Well, what about dates? DJing, any club dates for you coming up in Chicago?
Nah, I don't have anything coming up in Chicago.
We gotta make that happen, Ali.
I love the Windy City. Shout out to my Louders in the Bomb people too.
Yep, they out here.
Yeah. But no, I don't have anything coming up. But I know that I will be out there actually for the Louder in the Bomb people in March. But let's see if we can get some coming soon. I don't know. If your listeners just write in to some promoters out there and say we want to book Shaheed and dance to the classics and the goodies. Let's make it happen. Thank you for 25 years of good love. Like, Chicago has always embraced us since day one. And I remember one of our reps that took us out there, his name was Maurice. And it's funny when you're just starting your journey and you don't quite know what you're supposed to be doing on these promo runs. But he took us out on our run out there and hit up a couple of different in stores, radio stations, but it was just, there's certain cities that you go to and people are kind of like, you're okay, especially when they don't know. But Chicago from day one always embraced the Tribe Called Quest. And so, just thank you for the love for 25 years. And if you're just starting, thank you for right now. Peace.